My name is Alexander Bartelt. I'm the professor of cardiovascular metabolism at the Ludwig-Maximilians-University in Munich, Germany. And my main research interest is understanding metabolism and metabolic disease. Why do we gain weight? What happens to our body when we are obese? And why is it that the health of our fat cells determines why we suffer from heart attacks and diabetes? Diabetes is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease because your insulin is neither there or doesn't work very well, and this leads to hormonal imbalance, and then the lipids and the sugar that accumulates in your blood causes that your blood vessels are inflamed, and this might lead to heart attack and stroke. So we know a lot about weight gain, obesity in humans, how it develops, but we don't really know what are the molecular players. And obviously it's very difficult to study this in humans. And this knowledge is very important to develop new drugs because we need to know how the molecules interact. And it is good that there are many animal models that really nicely reflect human physiology in many, many ways. And mice and rats, pigs and monkeys have many features that also human metabolism has. So cardiovascular disease is something that is a global killer for humans. And to better understand this, we have genetically modified animals, for example, in mice that are a good working horse to understand the development of atherosclerosis, plaques, and heart failure. But much closer, obviously, are bigger animals, and these are pigs and monkeys that, just like humans, when they eat too many burgers, also develop cardiovascular disease. We use a lot of cell models to understand how metabolism works and what can go wrong in metabolic disease, but obviously these cell models have limitation, and we need to understand how the organs communicate, how the hormones are regulating each other, and also how the nutrients, the carbohydrates, the lipids are being trafficked in the human body, and how this contributes to metabolic disease. And this is something that we can only study in an intact animal where the organs are still in place and can talk to each other. There are many things that we have learned from our lab animals that took a while to also prove in humans. But for example, here you see brown adipose tissue, and we've done a lot of studies how cold can improve metabolism. And while these pioneering studies were done in mice, we now know that the basics of this are also present in humans, and that cold can stimulate a healthy metabolism also in humans. I think, to me, the most surprising result in studying metabolic disease is that you can just turn a little screw a little bit, which could lead to a big imbalance in the body. And if you look into the human population, we have all sorts of different metabolism. We have large people, small people, chubby people, thin people, and understanding really the connection between genetics and diets. That's something that surprises me every day when we work with our lab animals and understand human metabolism step by step, every day a little bit better.